Let's build with these blocks today. Welcome to day 3 of my 30-day building challenge. Today is a bit of a quickie, and I was inspired by yet another Pinterest post. I really enjoyed the multi-level aesthetic of my previous house, so I started with a nice stone staircase and arch, with plans to make another staircase later on. I wanted to challenge myself to use some blocks I've never built with, like pale oak logs, as a new shade of gray. But this proved to be like really difficult since it has such a noisy texture, making it really hard to blend with anything. Eventually, I just switched to strip birch logs, which could be textured with sandstone and birch planks. Now I'm using a bit of world edit to expand the shape, and now that we have a proper gradient for both the stone and birch, I started working on the roof, which is going to be another gentle sloping slab roof, this time facing front, using a bit of stone brick and spruce. And to break up this big plain wall, I'm making an extension using stripped spruce, supported by some stairs, and making for a nice little roof peak at the top as well. I'm not really sure what kind of style this constitutes as, but we'll just call it city. It's kind of European, kind of something else, Minecrafty, but now I'm adding a little bit of a window there with my classic shutter design and texturing it up with some planks too. Zooming out here, we have a big plain wall still in front of us, so that calls for a nice big window right at the front entrance with some spruce detailing, and I went with the orange copper trapdoors here for our window texture because I thought it was a nice accent color, nice and warm. It gives a nice pop of color against the birch, and it also gives a small industrial feel to the whole apartment, making it feel more a part of a city setting. I wanted to bring in some more colors to break up this wall, and the pale was just way too contrasting, so I have a oak trapdoor trim going all the way around the building, and now wrapping up the roof here, finishing up the backside with our gentle slope. It was just a bit too gentle, so I added some almost gothic details with the very sharp point at the very top of either end here and adding it to the front peak as well. Batman must have come through here, and he wanted a bit of a fire escape, but I was like, wait, wouldn't these wood stairs just burn if there was a fire? So I thought to recreate those rickety black fire escapes that you would see in New York City. Here's a fun montage of me trying to figure out how to make it just 1 block wide, but then I was like, screw it. It just makes way more sense to make it come out 2 blocks, and I can fix the trim going all the way around now. And of course, it can't just be floating, so I added some walls as supports going all the way to the ground. Although the stock image, it kind of is just attached to the building. But now, moving on to the opposite side of the building, I wanted a small walkout balcony, also supported by spruce, and adding a nice bit of pop to this side of the building as well. Now, I'm finally texturing our super ugly stone brick walkway here with all our fun blocks, making this look nice and worn and beautiful. I expanded this tiny archway so that I could actually fit some stuff down here and textured up the rest of the house to round things out. Now, here are some cool things added that didn't get caught on recording. Yeah, I added some flower pots just to make things very lively here. Boom, 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 the trifecta. And in this widened arch area, I added a nice dumpster. Very simple detail here to fit in with the city vibe and some extra storage. Dim little lighting there. And textured up our black fire escape just to make it a lot more worn, fitting with the theme. Big thing, trapdoor railing here so you don't just fall off when you walk. But I really enjoyed building in this style. There's still like some rough parts around the edges. Didn't really get to do the backside, but I think it'd be cool to expand this city more outwards, and it would probably make sense to have it expand like to the right here along this street, since this has like nothing here, and we could easily extend this stone walkway. That would be a really cool thing to do. Let me know if you'd want to see something like that. But other than that, that's pretty much the build. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's build of the day. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.